Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Chicago White Sox and the Kansas City Royals. The Royals look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Wade Davis is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you think this guy's tough to hit? Take a look at that ERA in the low 2s last season. If he pitches like that again this year, he's going to be awfully tough. He's going to be fun to watch in this one.
These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty V, they've come out guns a-blazing so far in this series. Won the first 2 games of this series in blowout fashion. Nothing they'd like more than to win Game 3 of this series and continue their hot winning ways.
Yeah, Dan, there's been a fight at the bat rack. They've really come alive on the offensive side and look to continue that today.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches, not throw a single ball, and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding, but you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief. TJ House is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score, but let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort in this one.
No doubt about it. I think things haven't gone their way, and this is the time to turn things around now, Dero. It's been an ugly series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
To second for 1.
No real chance from the roll 2 that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
And now they've got him picked off. They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and that's through for a hit.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now a snap move over to first. Runner back standing. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
Hard hit to first. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Royal. So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Davidson. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Hey, guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And let's take a look at the right side of the infield today. Both of them have gold. One is the second baseman, the ability to turn a double play with the best of them. The other one to save runs for his infielders with dramatic picks and manipulating that bag.
In there, and it's 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And that will 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. We'll go to the
leading off for the Royals, the shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
first pitch on its way. Little chopper back to the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Jose Abreu. We know the bat plays, the ability to drive the ball out opposite field, no problem. But I don't think people realize how soft this guy's hands are at first base, constantly bailing his other infielders out.
Line drive to center field. Garcia is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. He grounds it sharply to third. Davidson scoops it up, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1. Now at the plate, Leury Garcia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Designated hitter, Carlos Sanchez.
Set and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Third inning, no score to this point. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order. In is Jorge Soler as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. A base hit in his first trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped up. House over to his right. Makes the play. One away.
The left fielder, number 4.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. Belted high and deep into right center. Garcia racing back to the track, to the wall. This one clears the party porch just shy of the fountains. They don't hit him out there. That's a long home run.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy
Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez. Enough is enough.
Salvador Perez is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Now batting.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The shortstop, number 2, Alcides Escobar.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Weak chopper up the line. He's got to hurry. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is. So here is Avisail Garcia back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Ned. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
There's a swinging bunt up the line. That ball's foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Hit back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, number 10.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Yohan Moncada. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A 1 pitch on its way. Fouled away. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I like.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. In now is Lorenzo Cain. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Cain on his way to second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. Hot shot on the ground is short. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. In is Jorge Soler.
Now batting. Designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
First offering on its way. Scorched to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. They will get the out at first, and on top of that, the runner hesitated, and he's forced to stay put.
Up next for the Royals.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. From the stretch. This is foul right side. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. And the runner from second is in to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
LeMahieu at second with 2 down. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. A run for... Striding in, Matt Davidson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Gordon is there. And that's the first out of the inning. 1 away, and here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Under it is Kane, and there are 2 away now. Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 0-1 pitch. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're 1 strike away from being shut out from 5.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2. Ready for another chance? George Brett as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Opposite field to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
How about that for making something happen? First he rips a double, then on the very next pitch he swipes third, just showing what kind of offensive weapon he can be.
A shot down the first baseline. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Ready for another shot now. Eric Hosmer, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Popped up. Moncada is there, 1 away.
The shortstop, number 2,
Into the box now, Alcides Escobar. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Missed with a slider. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
The 1-0. There goes the runner. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Lorenzo Cain. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ripped toward the gap in right. And add 1 more as this is now a 6-0 ball game. And he'll get there with a 2-out triple.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Grounded to short. Anderson scoops it up. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Here comes the first pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Anderson makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Tim Anderson becomes the first out of the inning. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And he struck him out, so it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through. James Shields gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. First pitch on its way. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The windup and the 0-1. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Shields, a California-born ball player. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Garcia racing back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting.
So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. DJ LeMahieu hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Garcia ranging back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he is into third base with a triple. His 3rd hit this afternoon. So striding in, Alex Gordon. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one.
This thing had a chance to get out of here as it headed deep to left center, but it stays in the park, banging high off the wall. The runner has to play in front of him, so he sees they're going to have some trouble getting it back in, and he motors round second into third for the triple.
And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Weakly hit towards first. And he is called out at first on a close play as he... So here is Avisail Garcia. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. Just got a piece to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 10, second baseman.
Now in the box, Yohan Moncada. No hits to this point. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Behind 0-2 now. Grounded to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. So he was able to take it into the 7th. But the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7.
Boy, and Matty, this is when you start really thinking about a no-hitter. Once you get into the 7th, and it's hard not to look past getting through that last out. But D-Row, it just wasn't meant to be here with 2 outs in the 7th.
No, he's pitched a heck of a game, without question. You can't deny that. But this offense is going to stay on the attack. We'll see if this manager turns it over to the bullpen or allows...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Salvador Perez, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. And this will get through into left for a leadoff hit.
I mean, obviously, this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4, you know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
First pitch of the at-bat. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Lifetime numbers with James Shields, pretty average results, 4 for 15. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Hit hard on the ground to first. And that's going to be a base hit here for Hosmer. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The shortstop, number 2.
Stepping into the box, Alcides Escobar. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. First delivery to him on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Garcia shading to his right. Makes the play, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Striding into the box, Jorge Bonifacio. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Here comes the first pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. Garcia is under it, and he makes the catch for out. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And Gordon's there to take it in for the first down.
Now batting.
Ready now, Nicky Delmonico. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Nicky Delmonico goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Fouled off. The 1-2. Tapped up the first baseline. On with it, the first is Hosmer, and that ends the inning. In is Jorge Soler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way.
Jorge
Try to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Nearly a big fly to start the inning, instead of foul ball. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, and he'll complete the cycle if he can blast one over the wall here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. To short. Anderson picks it up. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Now at the plate, Alex Gordon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Garcia racing back, and it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot that time for Alex Gordon. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Into the box, George Brett. And Shields starts him out with a strike. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Line towards center field. Garcia will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. One for the Royals here, and it comes courtesy. Now at the plate, Leury Garcia starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Lofted in the air out toward right center. In comes Bonifacio. He gets there and makes the play for the first down.
The batter, number 5, designated hitter, Carlos.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Yomer Sanchez. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go on Avisail Garcia. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt,
And that is going to put an end to this one. And the Royals break out the brooms at home and sweep their division rivals. 8-0 the final today. The Royals swung the bat.